Hello, it's 4:01 p.m. I'm taking my 15-minute break. I did the well, I mean, first three sets of bathrooms, half of this building. Well, actually more than half because four bathrooms have one little bathroom, and then they have the two big bathrooms. So it took me a just about an hour and a half to get the first set of bathrooms. And so now the other three are going to be after I'm done with this, so I'm out of breath. So, I had a lot on my mind. And now that I'm on the video, everything that I felt like I wanted to and needed to talk about slipped my mind. So, but anyway, I didn't have a specific particular topic to talk about, but I just wanted to talk about some stuff. But I am so tired and still feeling that sleep deprived feeling. And now I remember what I needed to talk about. Not wanted, but needed to talk about. So this is what happened. I can't really since this is if it was a college campus, I guess it would be different, but since they have children here and this is a children's school, I can't film anything at all. I can't take pictures or videos of any gang stalking activity at all. Hold up. Sorry about that. But so I mean, I try to not film. I try a lot, to not film or take pictures where there are kids involved. You know, I don't know what the laws are on that, so I try to not and the gang stalkers usually use their kids, like out in society pretty much. But anyway, so the gang stalkers, they do stuff like try to be slick and blend in with where they try to be slick and blend in on a campus, but you recognize them. So they had one gang stalking vehicle. It was a man. He parked by the visitors parking. And then when he pulled in right next to another gang stalking car, he had a truck and then it was a car. And the car pulled out almost immediately after he pulled in. And it's like I was getting so mad because we're right on the school campus and like right by the front entrance, and I couldn't film it or anything like that. I don't know if that would have been against the law for me to, you know, film people, like film the perps while I'm on a campus where children are. I'm not filming any children, but these perps are adults. So one guy, I mean, and then the lady at the front desk, she's usually really nice. But they had these two students who already went in the door, but I was kind of too far back to ask them to hold the door for me and stuff. So I just let them go. And then like 5 or 10 seconds later, the so-called, little incident happened. And so I was banging, not banging, but, knocking on the door and ringing the doorbell or whatever. And the lady was like, Oh, I'm sorry, I was on the phone. But oh, you like those kids, you just let them in. So I don't even know if that was a perp who called on the phone. So happened just right when I was trying to, you know, get inside. Right when I was about to get inside the school building. So she apologized for being on the phone, and I said I was sorry, because me trying to get away from that perp, and then he came and followed me inside the building, and they usually make you show ID. They know who I am, so I don't have to show my ID. But supposedly there's a sign that says when you hold up your ID before they even let you in. So he came behind me and he physically showed something. I don't know if it was his ID or a badge or something like that. And I stood there for a little while, trying to see. But then again, I didn't want for too much trouble, so I just went on about my business. Because I didn't, me standing there trying to observe what he's trying to do and what was going on, So I've seen the video about this small little documentary about how they recruit people they show a badge like there's some informant or something like that, and so it's like I guess the perps get away with perping me the most and the worst and the heaviest in areas where they know I can't film. So I mean, I don't know what his purpose was for being on the campus, you know, um, and I'm not even sure exactly what kind of identification or badge or something he showed. So, as I said, I really didn't want trouble, and so I just went on about my business, and went to go and eat, and then came to work, and because I don't want to give away too much for the online perps, where I'm at, so they try to hunt me down and try to call up the school and show them my videos, and then next thing you know, I'm fired, lost my job, can probably get into who knows what kind of trouble for talking about this, and you know, and then for me to be locked up in a mental institution or jail or back on the streets with no job. So, that's what I needed to talk about. See, maybe the perps must have mind controlled me to forget what I came to talk about. Cause I knew what I needed to talk about, but it was in the back of my head and I forgot. And then it really came to my mind. Maybe they didn't want me to get this out or talk about this. So they just have this weird, suspicious, shady stuff that people are doing. And so I'm I'm physically and mentally very tired right now. My feet kind of hurt a little bit today. So um I need, like, I wish I could take off Saturday, and I won't be in trouble Saturday if I decide to stay home, well, at the motel. I won't be in trouble, but I won't be in trouble, but I'll just lose out on a little money, you know, but I am so tired. Excuse me, I am so tired. I lose out on a little money, and it might be, a little more of a struggle to meet the quota for next week for enough money to get to stay in a motel. I don't know if God set it up with this way. You know, if God the Father in heaven set it up for me to have this job, even though, it doesn't pay that much, but I have, since nobody really wants to help me, I guess he pointed me in a direction for a job opportunity that I can work for myself and just barely have, like, just enough, just barely surviving, like having just enough for, a roof over my head and protection from bad weather. And I still get harassed and even get the perping today. Today I took a few pictures on my way walking 2 blocks and get the the funny headlights. And, I didn't get that much arm out of the window today. But, I got a few not so much funny, but I got a few one headlighters today, just on the way walking to work. And then, I just I took pictures of the one headlighters. I took the pictures and I took the pictures and then expanded them and screenshot the expanded pictures and then put them up on a few of them, not all of them, but a few of them on Twitter. I got the color harassment with mainly white vehicles today. Mainly white. Actually, lately I've been getting a lot of white. But sometimes I get a whole lot of red. When I'm downtown, it looks like I get way more white and red. But on rare occasions, I've gotten black and I've gotten blue. But I think or sometimes I'll get like a whole bunch of, like, if I might see 6 Escambia County sheriffs or 6 Pensacola police vehicles, like, all together, just riding, like, one by one, like a street theater or something. So I read, Romans chapters 13 and 14. You gang stalkers need to read Romans 14 and 10 in the King James Version of the Bible, but I bet you won't do it. I bet you won't do it. But, I'm just, I wanted to say also today that somebody was generous and helped me out with something today and yesterday, but I won't say, so I had 2 generous people to, do something nice for me. One yesterday and one today, but I'm not going to mention. One online yesterday and one in person yesterday. So, anything helps. And sometimes you don't even have to ask, and people are jealous if somebody on their own free will wants to do something nice for you. They can be an angel sent from God to help you, and understand and have compassion on your situation and what you're going through. I mean, and it's like anything good I get, I'm made to feel like as if I don't deserve it or not worthy. All these people who think they got control and authority over my life when they don't. So, I just trying to survive. But today the extra food that I bought last night to take home, I didn't realize until after I got here that I accidentally forgot that food. I accidentally forgot that food at the motel. Look, I almost was gonna say at the house, at the motel. I almost forgot that. I forgot that food. I forgot that food last night. I forgot the food from last night. I forgot to take it with me today for dinner, and I forgot to take it with me for dinner today, and so that means I'll have to wait till after I get off from work to get to eat again today. Like, so yeah, I had to wait. I had to wait until. I had to wait until after. You know, and today is Thursday. This week went by slow. Maybe because I have 6 days a week to work rather than 5. But it takes for me to work up that much in order to meet the quota for the $300 a week plus tax, and then also, to have a little money for extra things. So just barely making it. And I wish I could, you know, make money off my writings. But the gang stalkers, they falsely assume that I'm getting a lot of money from people, that I make a lot. They falsely accuse me of making a lot of money off I make no money from my YouTube videos. I don't even have enough subscribers to be monetized. To, get any money from any monetization or anything like that. I don't have enough subscribers for that, and they're trying to suppress me telling the truth. And they're like, oh, yeah, especially family, like my twin sister tried to say that my brother Wyatt said, well, we can't sue Candy from what she said in the books because all I said was, I said my twin sister, that my twin sister, she does that she does not help me, and I remember mentioning about her being part of the gang stalking, and the family being part of my gang stalking. So my twin sister, I saw in one of her videos where she tried to say that that our brother Wyatt said, well, we can't, Candy don't get enough money, so we can't sue her or whatever. I'm making almost no money on 10 ebooks, and one of them got falsely taken, succeeded at, permanently being falsely taken down, but the other ones, Starbreaker tried to get at least 3 or 4 of them taken down, and only one of them I couldn't fight. I appealed and couldn't fight. They wouldn't let me, appeal it, but the other ones, they let me appeal when she got those snatched away and taken down. And Starbreaker is the one who writes false bad reviews on all my ebooks and trying to get everything shut down, trying to get all my YouTube channels taken down, trying to get my Twitter taken down, stalk and follow and harass me on wherever she can get an opening. So I'm not living my life according to online strangers who talk about, take the advice that's given to you. No, I'm not listening to y'all. I am not listening to y'all. I'm not listening to y'all. Never will obey y'all. You're not my handlers. And other than me and Brian too, I don't know who else Starbricker. I don't think she harasses and stalks and keeps up with anybody else. But it's very creepy to try to keep up with someone else's life. You know, worry about your own. If Brian too is not even in the United States, and here that Stefan Adams perp, he made a mock video about me, and he also got a whole website dedicated to Brian, you know, trying to discredit Brian too. And then he also mentions about Kevin Christian also, you know. So, I mean, he tries to, you know, harass and bully Kevin Christian as well. But, you know, I will not submit to back to psychiatry anymore, ever. I learned the truth. I know the truth, and I'm glad I do. Thankful every day. No more psychiatry, no more IDMR. No more IDMR cult, no more psychiatry, no more mental health. So, I mean, I felt comfort in, you know, reading the Bible, you know, reading a couple of chapters shortly before I started my work shift. You know, and I have a right to let that be my comfort. You know, and you know, they try to even discredit me as a Christian as well. Perps and fake TI perps. You're not amongst the body of Christ or the brethren if you bully people. Bully, harass, and threaten to kill people and stuff. I'm, you know, trying my best. Even though none of us are perfect. And none of us should be like judging people and, you know, judging each other's. I mean, like, I shouldn't judge you for doing something that has nothing to do with me, something that's not my business. But y'all bastards keep up with my entire, like, my every move, everything I do in my life. And then y'all think y'all have the authority to dictate that I'm not allowed to talk about it or expose y'all dirty deeds. That's different from just judging somebody's personal life. You know, I'm exposing the hurt that y'all are doing to me. Excuse me. And so it seems like, you know, the gang stalkers, they make a whole entire parody of, you know, our lives. You know, everything, they mock us and try to make us feel bad. They try to make us give up. They try to plant that seed to make us desire to want to just give up on life and quit. But, you know, y'all gotta be some total, like, modern day devils running around. Because what y'all doing is, like, so unnatural, and I can't believe that y'all do this to people. And last night was the first night they vibrated me in that motel. So let me get back to work.